Hi everyone, welcome to the Machine Learning AI's first lesson. We'll be going through getting started with MCP servers. So the first thing we'll need to do is install OpenCode. It will serve as our MCP client for the server. In order to install OpenCode, you can copy the curl command that's written there, or the npm command if you have Node.js. So after you've copied the command, paste it in your terminal and run it to install OpenCode. Okay, so when it's done downloading, you can simply type OpenCode in your terminal, and then you'd get this interface like this. So this is the AI agent we'll be using for this, for this lab. So the MCP server that we would like to add here is the blender-mcp, which will allow us to use OpenCode to generate 3D models in Blender. To get started, we would run this command in order to use UV to install the blender-mcp server. So when you're done, type opencode-mcp add to add the blender-mcp server to your OpenCode. You'd enter the name you'd like to give the MCP server, define whether to run local, and then give the command that would run the MCP server. In this case, it's uvx blender-mcp. You can then go into your OpenCode and check if your MCP server has been successfully enabled. So the next thing to configure is our Blender to be able to communicate to our MCP server. To do that, we go to this GitHub repo here and copy the addon.py file. So once you've been able to install the addon.py, you can head over to your Blender and add it to your add-ons. You do this by going to the Edit tab, then Preferences, then go to Install from Disk, select your files probably in the Downloads folder, and choose Install from Disk again. So as you can see, the blender-mcp has been added to your add-ons, so you can then go over to your OpenCode and start prompting it to generate some 3D models. So as you can see, our OpenCode has been able to communicate with our Blender and generated this 3D model of a pencil, and even rendered it and created a nice scene. So if you'd like to learn more with us, you could come to our website and register to join our community, or join us in our WhatsApp group where we'll be posting announcements and news about our upcoming events.